Cowboys friends, family, what's going on? Let me make sure I adjust this so you guys can hear me and see me good. Good Friday to you all watching this. It's not serious, but it's one of these topics that I've kind of kept to myself, kept my opinions to myself. You know, Jerry versus the league. My thoughts on Ezekiel Elliott, I've kind of just been like very vague. I haven't done as many videos as everybody else. But today I'm going to give my opinion. I read a good piece on ESPN speaking about Roger Goodell has a Jerry Jones problem. This is the title. Roger Goodell has a Jerry Jones problem, and nobody knows how it's going to end. Written by Don Vada Jr. and Seth Wickersham. Thank you guys. And Chris Mortensen came up with a bunch of... He actually helped with this as well, and I got some nuggets from this. But before I get into that, thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm just going to give my opinion on all of this, try to make some sense on all of this. And obviously the news broke yesterday. Well, it's not official. I was listening to some things. But it's looking like Tyron Smith won't play against the Eagles. Sean Lee now is out. Tyron's out. And, of course, Ezekiel Elliott's out. So this isn't really a football thing, but this isn't really a football topic or a football visual video. But I'll hit some points in there as well. So let's just flat out dive into it. Right now, the hot topic in sports is, in the football world, is Jerry Jones versus Roger Goodell. Everybody knows the Cowboys owner is extremely, extremely powerful. And for some of the right reasons, for some of the wrong reasons, as a fan of this team, and it's kind of like my hobby to kind of like just give my opinion on this team, there has been a lot of things that I've criticized Jerry for, but recently here, especially with dealing with the team, now I know we're injured right now and our depth doesn't look great, but Jerry does a great job of bringing all the pressure on him while you have guys like Will McClay. Me and Mark Holmes were talking about this. Will Clay, Stephen Jones, his son, they're all kind of handling the inner workings of the team, and we've drafted well. We've done good things, and Jerry, you know, while he has gotten a lot of slack and people say what they want about him, I think that Jerry is very A1. I'll give you guys a quick story. I got a signed football from Jerry Jones. My mom works at the Capitol, and she had to escort him to, I think they were doing some type of a banquet in the Capitol with a bunch of senators, and she just raved about how nice he was, how very solid he was. And, you know, you hear players love Jerry Jones. Players love Jerry Jones. People love Jerry Jones. So now we're just at this point where it's Roger versus Jerry and this, that, and the third, so all these readings. So what do we make of all of this? Well, of course, it's going to seem like now Jerry Jones, quote-unquote, hates Roger Goodell because of what happened to Zeke. Does he have a right to? In a sense, it looks like that. In a sense, does he have a right to? Yeah. Jerry sees a guy who I've been consistent since he was drafted. Ezekiel Elliott is a once-in-every-10-year player. I know you guys love Saquon Barkley. I know you guys love Leonard Fournette. Just a year ago, Ezekiel Elliott took over the league. Ran away with it. You see Kareem Hunt this year. He started off hot. He's kind of slowing down. Ezekiel Elliott, he didn't slow down. He got better as the year went on. He sees the formula. Even when you talk about the Cowboys' defense, in a sense, our offense is our best defense. Ball control. Then we put the other team's offense in predicaments. And now that we have a pass rush this year, it really helps us, and it has really helped our team. We're scoring 30+. You take Zeke off the field. You think about even what happened against Atlanta. We couldn't really do much against Adrian Claiborne because he knew that we were going to have to throw the ball. We weren't really a threat running the ball. Ezekiel Elliott wipes out all of those problems. Now, is he a guy that's going to go out there and make tackles like Sean Lee? I mean, no, but you guys get the point. He wipes out, and Jerry sees that. And Jerry was obviously, he felt betrayed about what Roger, basically, in his words, assured him that nothing was going to happen. So, and if you know anything about Jerry Jones, you know that he, and even in this article, it talks about how he learned from Al Davis, and he's an Al Davis disciple. Basically, that's who mentored him, and Al Davis was against the league on pretty much everything. And so this is how it works. We have owners in the league, and I won't even mention them. I won't shade anybody else's team, but you have owners in the league who they're just born into money, really have no football prowess, really don't know anything. But you got to remember, Jerry Jones actually played football. So everybody who wants to call him an idiot, him and Jimmy Johnson played on the same football team in Arkansas. So he knows a little bit about football, and he knows a little bit about making money. And I can argue that the league will be in trouble without the Cowboys. And the Cowboys haven't even been super, super great. Last year we were good. 2014 we were good. But even in the years we were relevant, every talk show leads off with the Cowboys. Everything Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys. Merch, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott's jersey last year, Cowboys. He has made the league a bunch of money. Jerry Jones has. So all these people saying he thinks he runs the league, he kind of does. It's a fact. So let's get into this. Some nuggets that I want to touch on. New York Daily News had obtained evidence from Washington State law enforcement authorities that Frill, this was talking about the John Brown situation, and this is like similar to the Ray Rice situation. They came down on John Brown late after it says it came into the meeting, blah 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 blah, that he was being suspended because, so basically after they found out information about multi situations with John Brown and domestic violence, they had only suspended him for once. Now Lisa Frill, this is the investigator who has all of these resources, and she could have found these things out about John Brown. They only suspended him for one game. Once other documents came out about John Brown, what did they go ahead and do? Suspend him for 6 games. So once again, Roger Goodell, he's a reactionary type of a commissioner. He reacts. He's reacting to the protest. Now, this happened all last year with Colin Kaepernick. He could have said something. He could have took a stand either way, but he's reacting. He reacted to Ray Rice. And now, with Ezekiel Elliott, what he wants to do is he sees a prominent player, a 21-year-old. He says, I can make an example of Ezekiel Elliott. I'm going to make an example of Ezekiel Elliott. And Jerry's pissed. Here's another nugget. Elliott's accuser and ex-girlfriend was interviewed by Kia Roberts, the NFL's newly hired director of investigations, a total of 6 times, twice in person, 4 more times over the phone. By the spring, Roberts had concluded that the accuser was not credible. This is the big one for me. This is somebody that the NFL hired, and Kia Roberts, her credibility is through the roof. Her what's the word I'm looking for? Her rap sheet, everything that she's done is through the roof. She interviewed this woman 6 times. Ezekiel Elliott's accuser, no credibility, saying that she wasn't credible, saying that obviously is holes in her statement. And then even Lisa Frill came back and said she was credible for one thing but not for another. So that's like saying, you lied to me about this, but you're telling me the truth about this. To me, I was always taught if you lied about one thing, you probably lying about the next. Because a lie, it twists all of the truth. It twists everything. Once you lie once, everything's out the window. So here you have the NFL who hired an investigator. The investigator says that the woman that accused Ezekiel Elliott is not credible. But and then this is the big thing. After the report, Goodell met with Frill, Pash. These are people in his council. And he met with them, and basically what they were saying is they had a meeting in a council just to kind of come to a conclusion. And guess who was left out of this? Kia Roberts. Now, she's the one who did the dirty work, but she's not invited to this meeting. This makes no sense. Jerry's pissed about that. And they came to the results. And so the big one to me, that's a big one. And then the big one to me is that Bob Kraft, who's also on this committee that wants to give Goodell more money, him and Arthur Blank. That's why Arthur Blank and Jerry didn't speak at all. Him and Arthur Blank are on this committee that wants to give Goodell more money, give him a private jet for life. Why he needs a private jet for life, I have no idea. All these incentives. But Jerry's like, wait a minute. Let's look at this. He's not even saying he wants Goodell out. He just wants to look at it and at the very least, come to, hold on, slow down a little bit. And I agree with Jerry. Kraft calls Goodell at Summer's Inn in the summer and referring to the Elliott case and told the commissioner, my guy got 4 games for footballs, and there's still nothing on this. AKA, I want Zeke suspended because it's not fair. So, you guys make what you want of that. Is Jerry Jones a little crazy at times? Yes, he is. Is Jerry Jones, you know, the protest thing, that's something else that I thought that, why is Jerry getting all the flack when you have a commissioner of a whole league who hasn't said anything? But every talk show, again, is Jerry Jones. He's the bad guy. He took 2 knees, this, that, and the third. But you don't have a commissioner who's out front. And yes, in the beginning, Jerry did support Goodell. And at this point, I feel like Jerry feels betrayed. And so in his mind, enough is enough. He's coming after the league hard. Let me know what you guys think. By no means do I think I know it all, so I would love to hear your all's opinion. Is Jerry wrong? Is the league wrong? At this point, I don't know who to side with, because it's coming out. It comes off like Jerry's just mad about the Zeke thing, but Jerry is making very good points. And I've also said that Goodell, he just doesn't, like Adam Silver, he's more on top of things when it comes to the NBA. With their protests, with the players, I feel like the players like playing in the league. I feel like the players in this league don't like playing in the NFL. It's just about the money. So you guys let me know what you think. Jerry Jones is coming after the NFL. We'll see what happens with all of this, but give me your guys' opinion. It's your boy Foots the King. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Go check out my last video too. Peace.